Okay, I have a 2007 Nissan Frontier 2.5 liter 4-cylinder. I'm doing the spark plug change on this, and this is the intake right here. And in order to take this intake off, there's 3 bolts and 2 nuts that you have to take off, and you can't really see them. So I got it off, so I'm going to show you guys the 3 bolts, the hole where the bolts go in, and the stud where the nuts go in. So here is the first nut right there. You take that off, and then the bolt hole is gonna be right there. That's number 1 bolt hole, and number 2 will be up top. It's gonna be on the top, which is right there. It's gonna be in the center of the intake manifold. You can't see it, really see it, unless you look in between it. One is mounted on. You look in between the block and the manifold and kind of move the wire harness to the side, and you'll see it. And then the third one is on the bottom. It's gonna be at the bottom, right over there. I can't really show it to you because there's not much room, but it'll be right there at the bottom. You can feel it with your hands, with your fingers, and it's a 12mm bolt. And then the other nut will be right there. See where that stud is? That's where it's at. Take that off, and what you gotta do, just take all the intake pipe off. You know, it's easy to do. And then you want to take the throttle body off, because you got the coolant hose right here. You don't want to disconnect. If you disconnect, this coolant might come out, so just take it off and just hang it to the side. Then you got the fuel line, which you don't need to disconnect, and it uses special tools anyway, so just leave it on there. And then you got a couple, little clamp where all the hose and stuff hooked to. Unclamp it, move it to the side. You got the vacuum hose right here for the brake booster. Disconnected it. So, and also take the air filter off. Makes it easier for you. I just want to make a quick video to show you where those bolts and the nuts are at, because if you never done this job before, it's kind of hard to find it, especially the 2 bottom bolts. You have to feel it with your finger. Same thing with the back nut. You got to feel it with your finger, and they're all 12mm. So take that out, and then be careful the PCV valve. This hose right here, it's hard, so be careful when you disconnect this from it. You do not break the PCV nipple. And yeah, once you got it off, you can take all the ignition coil off. This one have a number 3 ignition coil misfire, so while I have it out, I'm gonna go ahead and change the spark plug. Yeah, it's if you got mechanical skill, you can see what it disconnect, what not disconnect. And also this right here, it's a bracket that mounts right there. It's also a 12mm bolt. Just take it out, and then once you got everything out, just kind of wiggle it. Take your time, don't break anything. Do not take the intake manifold off. Do not disassemble it, because if you do, you break it, you can end up buying a new one. So yeah, just take your time, wiggle it, and then you'll see all the injectors right here. I guess the injectors go right into the intake. I guess the way they built it, it shoots the fuel into the intake and the spark plug. I guess burn it. Never seen it like this on the Nissan, but this is the first one I'm doing. It's a friend of mine, so if you decide to do it, just take your time. It probably take about an hour or so. If you're, you know, experienced mechanic, if you're not experienced, you can try it yourself, but you know, just take your time. Okay. Good luck.